Toastmasters, please welcome Carlo Loiudice. Carlo Loiudice. Regrets are memories. Regrets are memories. Carlo Loiudice.
As we walk along the timeline of life, we leave traces behind us, just like Hansel and Gretel do in the famous story tale of the Grimm brothers. The two children are abandoned by the father in the woods, but Hansel marks the way back with white pebbles, so that at night the two children can return safe home. But the day after, the father manages to banish the children to the forest. And it's in that moment that the journey of a lifetime for the two children begins. They learn how to survive in the forest. They learn how to take care one of each other. They learn how to overcome obstacles. They will meet the witch. They will kill the witch and finally join adult life. I apologize for the spoiler. And I know that Grimm Brothers fairy tales can be very cruel, but they teach us a lot about life. Hansel and Gretel, for example, says to us that if you really want to grow in life, you should stop to look backward and finally move forward. As you can see, I've learned the lesson. But still, there's a regret that holds me back to the past. To tell you this story, we need to go back to the south of Italy in 1989. I am a teenager at that time, and my hometown is hosting a football tournament that involves all the city parishes. I belong to the Holy Trinity, La Santissima Trinità. And despite the fact that I'm a really bad football player, a loser, as they say, the priest forces me to join the club. Being the last one, there's no uniforms left for me. I wear an anonymous all-black tracksuit, and I look like the ugly duckling. But still, join a football club is an amazing experience for a teenager. Isn't it every boy's dream? The field is an empty, open air between the buildings of the city, very dusty. My role is the bench warmer, and my team is doing very well, actually without me playing. We have already beaten all the other parishes, Sant'Agostino, San Sepolcro, and our last match is against our arch enemy, Consolation's parish, La Consolazione. The day of the match, there's high tension in the air. The two teams are galaxies in a collision course, but we are doing very well. And that's why 5 minutes before the end of the match, the coach, which is also the priest, puts its hands on my shoulder, looks me in the eyes and says, "You go play offense." Is this really happening? Me playing attacker? My legs are shaking while I'm crossing the field. I'm in the middle of the dust. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I'm in the desert storm when something unexpected happens. The opposing goalkeeper misses a throw-in, and I find the ball between my feet in front of the empty box. I can hear shouting from the stands. Well, actually, we're just 7 girls from my parish that they were shouting, Carlo, kick the ball! Kick the ball! Kick the ball! And I'm ready to kick the ball when my inner monologue starts talking. Yet can I make it? Of course I will. You won't? I will. You loser, I'm not a loser. Ugly duckling, don't call me like this. Ugly duckling, don't call me like this. Ugly duckling, stop it! I give the ball to one of my teammates, who is unprepared, and kick it outside. The match is over, and there will be no second chance for me. From that moment on, I'm not following football anymore. Just the World Cup, every 4 years, when Italy qualifies. But still, if you were to ask me now, Carlo, if you could go back to the past, which episodes of your life would you like to change? I'll tell you, I'd like to kick that ball. But that's not possible. There's no white pebbles that brings you back to the past, little Hansel. So you might say, regrets are useless. Not at all. If you learn a lesson from them. For example, from my regrets, I've learned 3 important things. First, don't let drive the fear your life. Second, don't listen too much or too often to your inner monologue. And third, forgive yourself. Forgiveness is the only way to let it go. Now I know all of us has regrets, because we tend to project ourselves to the past without considering the circumstances. In 1989, to kick that ball was too big of a challenge for me. But when you forgive yourself, regrets become memories. And memories can be very sweet. That's why, time to time, I like to bring my imagination to the past, to that day, and look at that guy, that ugly duckling, that kicked the ball and scored.